Welcome to Dysfunctionally Yours, the podcast where we embrace the chaos, laugh through the struggles, and find hope on the other side of trauma. I'm your host, Brittany, and if you've ever felt like your life was a beautifully messy roller coaster of dysfunction, trust me, you're in good company. Here, we'll have real, raw, and sometimes ridiculous conversations about mental health, relationships, and healing, because let's be honest, life isn't always pretty, but that doesn't mean we can't come out of it stronger and maybe even smiling. So grab a cup of coffee or a glass of bubbles, and let's navigate this wild journey together, dysfunctionally, but never alone.
Welcome back, friends, to another episode of Dysfunctionally Yours. I am Brittany, and we have Lindsey back. Hi, Lindsey.
Hi.
Girl, hey. How
Good
are you?
morning. I'm doing great.
We love to hear it. What have you got on? And you were like, I suck. You're like, oh, womp womp.
I'm doing awful.
Not awful.
No, I'm just kidding.
Why are you doing awful?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just being dramatic.
Oh, well, you know, we live for the drama around here, so it's all good. I actually went to a Friendsgiving last night, which was awesome. And it was probably the first like Thanksgiving type function I've ever been to that there wasn't drama at all. And I was like, is this how normal people live? Like, this is nice.
That sounds fun.
It was fun. It was fun. I enjoyed it. I know I just told you this like before we got here, that like I did zero prepping. I lied a little bit. I did a little bit of prepping about nothing important. I was looking up, like I saw something while I was scrolling through the Tickies of Talks that was talking about like weird random state laws. And so I was like, let me look in particular for weird Florida laws and weird Colorado laws. And so that is what I spent my morning doing.
With Florida.
Yeah, no, I just pulled out some of the most ridiculous ones that I could find. Did you know that you're not allowed to sing in a swimsuit?
In Florida?
Yeah.
Oh my God. People are breaking that law almost every day.
Right. Like, and what does that mean for like celebrities that come in concert and run around in like their bottoms and their like little sequin bra top? Like, are you allowed to sing in your underwear but not your swimsuit? Or like, where is the cutoff for that?
That's so weird. I wonder why. Like, why is that against the law?
I don't know, but even more ridiculous than that, you're not allowed, and this is specified in state law, you're not allowed to tie an elephant to a parking meter.
That
So
reminds
if you
me
rode
of
your
like
elephant to work today.
The Hangover or something where they steal the giraffe. Somebody must have like
You're
done
right.
that before to where they're like, okay, we need to make legislation about this to let people know.
Like, is it so problematic, like, that they're often tying elephants to parking meters around there? Like, that they had to make a law as opposed to just that one-off being like, hey, Bob, you can't leave your elephant here. Like, what?
Florida is
So now you know.
definitely a state full of outlaws.
Right.
I feel like all the people that are doing like illegal stuff, like just go and hide in the Keys.
I mean, why not get a holiday from your illegal activities as well? Everybody needs a vacation. We don't discriminate around here.
Yeah, even criminals.
Criminals are people too, I hear. Um, so then I looked up Colorado laws, and the first one that I was like, why is this a law? Like, why? Who cares? It is actually a law that you can't have dandelions more than 10 inches tall.
My God.
Also, I don't know where 10-inch dandelions are growing ever, because they're not like
Out of
whatever.
the snow. Tall
um,
dandelions are becoming a problem.
right, they're just running rampant around here with their 10-inch tall selves. Like, and again, not an HOA rule. Like, I would understand if it was like an HOA rule, but like to have it be a law,
Statewide.
like who passed that? Who wasted their time to draft that up and be like, this is the law? And who's keeping track of that? Like, if
This
law enforcement,
this is what our tax dollars are going to.
yay. Um, you also can't have cats run loose without taillights attached to them. Yeah.
Interesting.
Like, who's hooking up taillights to their stray cat?
Nobody.
And why is it a law? No, like, and it said taillights specifically, like, not reflective gear or anything like that. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand.
Shove a light up their
Um,
ass and make sure that they're visible.
make sure that when they slow down, the brake light comes on.
Remember that for Flurkin next time he decides to roam.
That boy is a fucking menace. He is actually a menace. Um, and then men are not allowed to kiss women while they're sleeping. So all of those super sweet forehead kisses that everybody seems to like so much, illegal. Illegal. Don't kiss me while I'm sleeping. It's
I
against the law.
support that. I support that jurisdiction.
I, s- I support nobody touching me ever. Like, don't sleep don't sleep by me.
Don't even look at me. Just keep it moving.
Avert your eyes.
I support that one.
So that one makes sense. All right. We'll,
That
we'll
one
give
can
that, we'll
stay.
let them know.
Yes.
Okay. We'll write in. We'll be like, hey, this elephant parking meter thing makes no sense. But this men kissing women on the forehead, that fine.
Can you imagine like calling the cops and being like, hey, so this
No,
person just kissed me while I was sleeping. I need you to come pick him up.
your husband or something.
Yeah.
Like, my husband's breaking the law. He keeps kissing me every night while I'm sleeping. Like, what? And again, how did that come to be? I
So
mean,
strange.
so strange. So those, and I know like Alaska has something like you can't push a moose out of an airplane. And I'm like, well,
Oh,
duh. Like, are like, please don't push a 700-pound animal out of an airplane. Like, that feels dangerous for so many people.
and cruel.
But, that's what I heard. Well, yeah, and cruel. Also, I don't think a moose is gonna let you push them out of an airplane.
No, that'd be really
They're
hard. That
like,
would have to be a group
it
effort.
would be really hard. Yeah, they're pretty aggressive when they feel like they're in danger. So I wouldn't do that. But the more you know. So you're welcome.
Thank you. I love fun facts. I just like to keep them in my pocket and throw them out wherever
Yeah,
I deem
yeah.
necessary.
No, absolutely. Like to just throw them around like confetti from here to there. And people are like, "How do you know that?" I don't know. I just do.
An encyclopedia of knowledge.
And most of my knowledge is actually around like animals, just for whatever reason, like not intentionally. It just happened to be that way. So I have lots of weird animal fun facts. But and most of them are sea life or
Okay.
birds. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So, but now we know about dandelions and singing in a swimsuit. So I hope that when it is summertime in Florida for you again, that and you're on the beach, that you just keep your happy sing-song self deep inside because I don't want you to go to jail.
Hey, I'll have to be a little bit more careful. Not trying to
Yeah.
be in the Milton Hilton again.
That's
That's the city that it's called out here. That's what they call it.
oh, that's so funny and like not, but also hilarious. I love that. I don't love that journey for you, but I just love that.
Built character for
Um,
sure.
we're all about character. Like, I'm on a cool character arc right now, so, we love character building activities.
Whenever I slip that into conversation, people are
Oh,
just like, "What? Like, are you serious? Like, I just can't imagine that." I'm like, "Yeah, me neither."
yeah, like, I vaguely remember her.
Yeah, I don't know who that bitch was, but she was carrying me to all different places on Earth.
You're like, "I was momentarily possessed, like, I had a whole exorcist moment, it's fine."
Wasn't me, that was Patricia.
Is that her name?
Would call her many names.
That's the safe for work name, Patricia.
Yeah, just Patricia. She was crazy.
Perfect. I was on the phone with my best friend last night, and he had said something, um, he was like, "And you were so mad at me on the phone that one time," like, talking about, I don't know, some other time ago that I was mad on the phone, and he was like, "It was, like, almost kind of manic, like, I knew you were crazy, but, like, are you still crazy?" I was like, I think it was wine." Like, I think it was wine.
It's like only one way to find out.
Do you wanna test that theory? Um, what is your ache and relief of the week?
So I've been trying to get as I let you know, I'm going back to school. So this
Yeah.
past week was registering for
Ooh,
classes. And just like that silly phrase, tell God your plans to make him laugh. Like, that's what I feel like I hit this week because I have had in my mind what that's going to look like starting spring semester.
yeah,
This is the third plan now. Like, I'm like, okay, first it's going to look like this. Then, okay, I'm going to do these classes and this what my schedule is going to look like. By the time I actually was able to go online and register, the virtual classes that I thought I was going to take were completely full with 20 people on the wait list. So I've had to pivot again and decide what I want my schedule to look like, which has been, I guess, like the ache, I would say this week was just getting through that. And which was just like stressful, like just because change for me is always stressful. And
yeah,
I just wanted to make sure that everything is gonna go a certain way and that I can handle it. So this is like the third time I've had to change my plan on what that looked like. But also on a double-edged sword, it is a relief to finally get that done with. So it's not
yeah,
so aloof as to what the plan is gonna be like. Like I'm registered. These are the days that I need off from work. This is what my schedule's gonna look like starting January 7th. And it's funny, my dad said to me the other night, "It's so cool to see you committed to something and really excited about something." And I was like, "Yeah, I am really excited." Um, and so that's just kind of how my week has gone. I have had to tell my job what my schedule needs to be starting in January. I don't think that that was a fan favorite uh because retail expects you to
yeah,
die for the company by any means and
right,
not have a, a schedule that's not flexible. So
right.
that's just been a little bit of a stressful thing, but I'm staying on course. This is something that I started 10 years ago that I really want to finish that I gave up because of all the trouble that that Patricia got me into. Um,
That damn
and
Patricia.
so we're moving forward with it because by God, I'm going to finish this degree no matter what I have to do.
That's so exciting. I'm so proud of you. Like
Thank
that you're
you.
actually it's all happening. So that's super exciting. On to the next chapter.
Yeah.
Yay.
I'm
Yay.
excited about it. I do feel like in a lot of ways, in the midst of like my problems with alcohol, I just kind of gave up like what I wanted my life in the future to look like.
Right.
Um and just kind of went through the motions and just kind of did like whatever I felt like I needed to do. But now that, it's on the other shoe and I'm sober and I have my license back, it's just like, okay, I really can like actually decide what I want to do now. It doesn't have to, be so robotic. Like I can actually kind of take it back a little bit. So it is a really cool
Yeah.
kind of process that I am excited about.
No, I love that. That'll be a really, really exciting thing. And I know you were like so close to finishing anyways. So,
Yeah.
this is going to be a relatively like short chapter in the big scheme of things. And I'm excited for you in the next version of you.
Thank you. I feel like I'm going to have a damn doctorate for how many years I've tried to go just to get a bachelor's. A
It doesn't matter how long
PhD.
it took. It doesn't matter how long it took. It's just that you finally got there. So
Amen.
that's super exciting. I love it. And you said January you start?
Yeah. January 7th.
Wow. Big things to look forward to right after the holidays.
Yeah, I'm definitely ready for a change and I think it'll be
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. Get you out of that like routine. I know last time you were on, you were talking about it just feeling very like, you go to work and come home just to clean and kind of go to work again. And so at least this will break it up a little bit. And, you know that what you're putting into it is actually going to have this incredible reward when it's all done versus just the like monotony of going to work. So,
Yeah, I wanna do something
yeah.
I'm, like, excited about and that I can be proud of.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very cool. Well, yay. Um, I think my ache and relief are like nowhere near as monumental as that. So, just we'll take it for what it is. my 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 ache this week, I had to buy a bunch new furniture whenever I moved into my house. And so I was putting together a dresser and these vital pieces to this dresser didn't come. And so I have nowhere to put my clothes, so they're all over my bedroom, which is making me crazy.
Oh god.
And whenever I reached out to it's insanity. But when I reached out to customer service, they were like, "Oh, our bad. We can send it to you in 3 weeks." And I'm like, "3 weeks? I had this silly dresser expedited to me in the first place to get all of my clothes off of the floor, and now I still can't use the dresser and I can't use it for 3 more weeks." And whenever I was like, "Is there any type of, like, refund or reimbursement or,
Yeah.
anything for my pain and suffering?" And they were like, "No, we're giving you the new piece. You could disassemble the dresser and send it back to us if you don't want that." Are you kidding me right now?
They
Like,
should at
I'm
least
not
give
doing
you
that.
the
So
expedited shipping back.
right, anything. No,
Yeah.
they were like, "We'll get it to you in, 3 weeks." And I'm like,
Oh my
Okay,
god.
cool." So that was annoying. And then my cat litter gets delivered, I don't know, every 12 or 13 weeks or something. And it got delivered to my old address, which and then neighbor called me and she's like, "Hey, Brittany, I think your litter is here." And so I was like, "Crap, will you go get it?" And I was super worried about it because I didn't know if the rattlesnake was going to be around because I was
Yeah.
told she was moving in there and things like that. And so I had to drive across town to go get my litter and I'm like sweating bullets and I'm nervous. I can feel it in the bottom of my spine. Just like I had to come up with a game plan. Like, what if I run into her? Like, what's that going to look like? And I'm like, "Is it appropriate for me to just ignore her and walk the other way like I didn't see her, like she was a stranger? Do I say hi because I'm a grown-up that is polite with manners?" Like, anyways, it didn't matter because I didn't see her, but I was really stressing out about it.
I can
Um,
imagine.
yeah, it was just, like, instantaneous panic when the neighbor texted me, and I was like, oh god." Um, my world has been so peaceful for the past month, like, this is not what I wanted.
Yeah.
Um And I think my relief of the week, like I said, I had the Friendsgiving, and there was zero, zero, zero drama, and I don't know a time that that's ever happened. So it was so nice to just go and enjoy company and a meal and, help clean up and go home and it'd be like, oh, well, and that's the end. And um, so I really appreciated that. And that was my relief. So nothing crazy, but definitely, just some nice pieces.
Peace is integral too. Gotta have it,
I know.
especially in holiday season.
I know. Well, and I hate the holidays. They're my least favorite time of the year. And I really start to have a hard time right about this time, right at like Thanksgiving all the way through, and just the panic of it all and the stress of it all and then the family aspect of it all and the trauma of it all. Like I'm not a holiday girl, but I have entered this like weird little peaceful spot. And so I think I'm a little like, we'll see what happens, right? A little cautious, but also really comfortable in where I am in my own peace. And so I'm like, maybe it'll be okay. I mean, it's
Yeah.
always okay, but like maybe it'll be enjoyable. So we'll see.
It's interesting this year for last year, I just kind of felt like I was like going through the motions and it was just, like day by day, like, okay, this is the schedule, this is the days that I'm off work and I'm gonna have like dinner for Thanksgiving.
Right.
And but I don't know, like this year is very different, like especially starting with Halloween. I just started to get really into it and wanted to decorate my house and just wanted to like just have like a really fun like holiday. Like I've just been so much more like present this year about this time of year than I was last year. And so I've got like my little angel tree and like peppermint rugs and I got an
I
elf
love
on
your little angel tree and peppermint rugs. They're so cute.
they just bring me joy,
Yeah,
and it's just fun this year for me. Like last year I could care less, It
sure.
was kind of like okay, this is just this month. But this year I've gotten way more into it. And I like being able to kind of come to my house and see it all pretty and it just makes me happy. So I'm like, okay, this is fun. I may keep it up through July. I don't know. Like I don't want to take it down at all.
You could just, like, switch out the peppermint rugs for, like, little candy heart rugs to make it, like,
Yeah.
a Valentine's theme or something and just, like, keep it moving.
Throw some green stuff on there for St.
Right,
Patty's Day. Just like
right, a little
keep it.
shamrock rug. Just
Yes. Well, the craziest thing about this particular angel tree, so I had one of these when I was living in Miami, but the skirt
Mhm,
was pink and I found it on Big Lots. Big Lots is no longer a company. So this year, I went down this huge rabbit hole on like Google image search, like, where is this angel tree? Because
yeah,
when I was moving out of Miami, I was manic. I was throwing so much stuff down the trash chute of my apartment, like, whatever would not fit in 3 suitcases had to go. And
yeah.
so much stuff just got thrown away, and I really wanted it back because I loved it. And people are taxing for these angel trees. I looked on Poshmark, they're, like, selling them for, like, $150 because they're
Oh,
not in
shoot.
production anymore. People are just trying to, like, take advantage. So I found this sweet lady on Poshmark that had it listed for, like, 50 bucks and was like, "Perfect. Boom, add to cart. It's mine. I'm never getting rid of this again." I was just so happy that I, like, found it again.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's a great it's great that you found it, right? And I think it's great that, nobody else has to ever really understand why it's so special or why it makes sense. And, but when you have that thing that you're like, but this makes me feel better. This makes me feel joy. This is wonderful. Like, yes, it's a material object, but like material objects oftentimes hold sentimental values for whatever reason that is. And like, if it's a journey of our growth or a journey of our new experiences or just something, like you said, like, I want to come home and see it because it just makes me happy in my own
Yeah.
space. Like, that really matters, especially like in a living space. And I think I've really had that with finally moving into this spot because I haven't been able to decorate my house the way I wanted my house decorated since I left Virginia, and I've missed it. And it was taking a toll on me to be like constantly around somebody else's furniture and somebody else's things and like not be able to do what I wanted to do with my own space. And so now being here and finally being able to like put my stuff up where I want my stuff and like unpack things that I haven't seen for 4 years and things like that. It means something, right? It's like, oh, this is my house.
Yeah.
This is my space. This is where I have decided to make myself a safe space that I want to enjoy. I spend so much time here. I want to enjoy what's on the walls or where I'm sitting or what I'm looking at or whatever. Hi cat. So no, I get the importance of the tree. And I'm glad you found this sweet little lady. My I haven't decorated for Christmas yet. I was supposed to do it last week cuz Corbin was going to come over and help me and then he canceled on me and rescheduled for today. He's supposed to come over. So he was like, "I'll come over and help you decorate." And I was like, okay. I was like, I can just decorate by myself. Like, it's not that serious. And he was like, "You decorated last year by yourself and you were sitting in the middle of the living room crying because like you were so sad decorating the Christmas tree." Like, cuz it has all their ornaments and stuff like from when they were
Yeah.
little. And so like I was like, "Oh, you're right." And he's like, "So if you want to decorate by yourself, you go ahead, mom, you do you. But like if you want to wait, I will come help you do it." And I was like, well, okay. I would rather not be crying in the middle of my living room floor. So he's supposed to come over and I'll decorate today. But like my Christmas tree is my very most favorite thing in the whole wide world. Like, very most favorite thing ever, always. And now I have two of them. And so like last year I put up two different Christmas trees in different spaces. And I'm like, it just makes me happy. So I'm very, very excited for my Christmas trees.
Yeah. I totally get that.
Yeah. They're absolutely my favorite. And then last year I got like the smart timers, like the smart plugs to plug in the lights. And so they're all programmed so that when I would come home from work and it was dark, like they'd already be all lit up and stuff like that. And I could just like walk into like this beautiful glow of Christmas lights without having to go
Yeah.
plug them in. Yeah. So like I am pumped. So excited.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
As long as you're not in a swimsuit, you can keep singing.
Or tying up elephants.
Oh, so weird. To parking meters. Okay. As I'm walking my elephant down Main Street downtown.
Oh,
Um,
God.
yeah. So that's interesting. I'm also going to my cousin's house for Thanksgiving on Thursday. And the last time the whole family was together, it ended up in some massive explosion, which resulted in me not getting invited for the next couple of years.
Oh my
So
gosh.
'cause we nobody knew how to be nice to each other anymore, and so this year I got, like, formal invite again, and I'm like, "Okay, so I
Best
have to be on my
behavior.
very best behavior even if nobody else is." So that's, we'll see. I'm confident I can do it.
I have full faith in you.
I just need to get to this space where, like, everything that I think doesn't come out of my mouth around my family because they don't like it.
Yeah, I get that.
Mm. What are
For
you guys
some
doing?
reason, like, Thanksgiving dinners is like, for whatever reason, when people just wanna bring up all these extremely, like, opinionated topics that you should just, like, not talk about, like,
Ever.
ever? Why are we choosing to do this when we're all forced sitting at a table
Yeah,
and we have to just, like, be on our best behavior?
yeah.
I'm gonna go over to my parents' house. My sister, my brother-in-law, and the kids are gonna come over, and we're just gonna do a dinner over there before I have to go to the Black Friday dungeon of doom the next day. This
Wow.
overconsumption holiday.
Yeah, for sure. No, 100%. Like, that sounds dreadful. That like, I'm already there's all these, like, holiday parties coming up for, like, work or this or that, like, just things, and so I'm already like, "I need to buy a gift for this, I need to buy a gift for that, I need to buy a gift for this," and I'm like, I don't wanna buy a gift for shit. Like, I don't wanna buy a
Yeah.
gift for anything, and so, like, worrying about how I'm, like, budgeting to include this party and this, holiday that I mean, it's just, like, a lot, and that is in it like, that's in part my problem with the holiday anyways, right? Like, being a single mom and having to, like, put on this beautiful holiday for my kids all the time, it was so stressful, like, where is this money gonna come from? How am I gonna do this? I want them to have a special holiday, I want them to feel loved and cared for and that they got the things that they wanted and needed and stuff like that, and so while I'm not necessarily in that situation anymore, it brings up a lot of that, like, residual holiday panic and anxiety, and I have to tell myself, like, "If you don't want to, you don't have to,"
Right.
um, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't do, like, 900 things in my little Brittany squirrel brain, so
Yeah. No, I
it's
get that.
worrisome.
It's a lot
It's
of
worrisome.
pressure.
It's a ton of pressure, and I know a while back, I mean, like, a bunch of years back, Corbin was like, "I hate Christmas," and I was like, gasp, like, "What do you mean?" Because I love Christmas, and he's like, "I don't think you do love Christmas." And I'm like, yes, I do," and he's like, "No, I hate Christmas, and I hate Christmas because of you." It's like, "You were always stressed out, you were always crying, you were always just like it was just such a chaotic time, and we knew how stressed out and how much pressure it was for you that, like, no, we don't like Christmas." And I was like, "Oh my god," like, wounded, but then I had to look at, like, how I was showing up in all of these holidays and realize that, like, "Oh, no, I'm not this would be tough on a kid."
Yeah.
Even though I'm trying so hard to make it awesome, I have so much of my own residual trauma from various different Christmas pasts and then, like I said, single mom life and you do the best that you can in all situations, but that doesn't mean that like the best that you can doesn't impact our loved ones, the people we care about the most and
They can still see behind the veil.
yeah, absolutely. So, it took my kids and I had an ex one time who was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you around Christmas?" And I was like, "Nothing, I'm fine, I love Christmas." Like,
I'm fine.
I'm fine. Everything's fine. And then, like, in talking to him about stuff, he was like, "Oh, you have some fucked up Christmas stuff." And I'm like, "Oh, well, I mean, I guess, but, like, really having to put, like, my own behaviors and attitudes towards holidays and stuff under a microscope and be like, "Oh, I'm the problem." I'm the problem, it's me, so holidays are scary.
Yeah, and I mean, you're not alone in that. I was just telling the group of people that I work with, like when we had our holiday meeting, I was like, this is like a really fun time of year, but just like a heads up, it's not like that for everybody.
Yeah,
You're going to find, people that are under a lot of pressure. This may, be a triggering time of year for a lot of people just for
yeah,
what it stands for. So if you have clients that come in that are ready to bite your head off, like, don't be surprised because this is the time of year where the patience is running thin and people are going to be acting much differently.
no, you're absolutely right, and that's so insightful. How did that land on people, like, when you told them that?
Think that I don't know. I mean, I think that they were just initially kind of like, "Oh, yeah," kind of like one ear out the other. But it's funny is like we get closer and closer to it. I'll
Yeah,
have like some side conversations with them about like difficult people that they've dealt with. And I'm like, "Do you remember what I said to you during the holiday meeting?" Like,
yeah,
I'm trying to like set you up for success here and just not to take it personally because this is just for a large population. People are going to be on edge
yeah,
and they're not going to sidestep your feelings for
yeah.
anything.
Well, and, like, I think there's definitely that, but even in my situation I just talked about, like, I was so unaware of all
Yeah.
of the extra ick that was coming out on, like, my kids or my partner or just I don't imagine it stopped at them, right? Like, I'm sure it came out on any and everybody who was around me in those moments, and so, we don't always know how we're showing up. We think that we're showing up our best, most appropriate self, and then we don't. So, I don't know that anybody that well, some people are just assholes, let's be honest, but, like, I don't think that the average human is going out being like, "Let me be a dick." It's just,
Yeah.
like, the stress, it's the knowing that I need to buy this gift for this person because they really wanted it and it's really important to me, and I know that it's like, "Oh, this is 80 more dollars that I didn't have," and so now I'm dreading walking up to the register, but I'm like, "You're not gonna convince me not to buy this because of whatever," or the keeping up with the Joneses or whatever it looks like, right? We all have our own story as we're walking into any situation, but
Yeah.
it's tough, and I think that realization and you sharing it is, hopefully somebody hears it, it doesn't land on deaf ears, and then it becomes like this aha moment, like, "Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah. We're all only human, and sometimes we suck."
Yeah. I think that s- some people are better hands-on learners than they are auditory learners. So
Yeah,
it'll just have to be something that they experience to kind of be like, okay, all right,
yeah.
yeah, this is what they mean.
Yeah. No, 100%. Like, sometimes we just have to learn the hard way. We're not gonna listen to people tell us their wonderful, colorful words of wisdom. We just have to be like, "Okay, we're gonna get there. Um, we're gonna get there." Did you have, like, like, do you have moments on holidays where you maybe weren't your best self because of, like, alcohol and stuff in the past? Or did
Yes.
that not show up on holidays just every other time?
Oh my god, no. I feel like especially um holidays were tough if you're trying to get sober
Yeah,
because it's, the parties and people are, um, alcohol is very heavily involved
yeah,
in holidays. And so that was always, it wasn't really like anything that I was like feeling that made me want to drink, but I think whenever I was trying to, like, figure that part out. For me personally, like, I always had an issue of not wanting to feel different than other people. Like, I
Yeah.
wanted to be perceived as normal. And so when you add, like, okay, going to a holiday party where everybody's drinking, I don't want to be the one that can't drink. And
Yeah.
so I would always try to fit into that mold of being another normal person, and that would always end horribly. There are many Christmases that I can think of where I've ruined Christmas for trying to be something that I'm not,
Yeah.
instead of just like accepting that part, just trying to like fit in, or like sneaking behind closed doors and doing what I wanted to do to change the way I felt, but it never ended well.
Right.
I remember years ago, I was, like, out of my mind on Christmas Eve and had to, like, get in the car and go to, like, a facility and have them look at me, and somehow talked my way out of that instead of having to, um get admitted and, like, stay there. Like, got right
Right.
out on Christmas Eve, I think, got an Uber back to the place that I was staying at, and as soon as I got home, I started drinking again.
Right.
And I don't know, maybe there was, like, a subconscious, like, piece that just didn't wanna feel the way that I felt, and so I was just trying to change the way that I felt all the time
Yeah.
by any means necessary. But holidays were more tough. They're not anymore, since I've been sober for years now, but, like,
Right.
initially when I wasn't drinking and then being in a room full of people that are drinking,
Yeah.
that was really hard. I feel like a freaking shark in the water and there's blood everywhere, and I'm just
Sure.
scanning the room and I'm seeing all the drinks, I'm seeing where people set them down, and you're just like hyper vigilant about all that stuff, and it wasn't ever something that I could felt like I always felt like I had to have a guard up instead of
Right.
being able to like go somewhere and actually enjoy that.
That I mean, that makes sense, right? And I think, now they have so many of like the cool pop-up bars that are holiday themed. And so
Yeah,
they've made a whole, you know, experience at this point out of, cool happy hours with cool drinks and stuff. And so I could see where that
yeah,
gets even more, this is what people want to go do. This is what people want to, they want to go see it. They want to have this like festive vibe. And then they make the drinks look so lovely, right? You're like, that's fun. I need that.
yeah,
I I do appreciate that they have also a lot of these places nowadays, at least out here, have really leaned into the mocktails as well, and they put
yeah,
just as much effort into creating this, like, really cool, fun, festive mocktail the same way they do, like, the alcoholic version of it, for exactly what you said, you want to fit in, you don't want people to think that you're not, you wanna be able to go order the fun thing too, not just be like, "I guess I'll have my soda water and lime," like,
yeah.
that you can have the cool whatever and, and be part of that experience without, like, denying who you are and
Feeling
want to be.
ostracized. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're doing that out here too, which I really like. I wish that it was something like more available like back in the day.
Yeah.
Because I think that I know that like Gen Z is not drinking as much
Yeah.
as like other generations for whatever reason, but it's declined quite a bit. So I know
Yeah.
that a lot of different businesses have had to be like, okay, what are we going to do to like bring them in?
Yeah.
There's a lot of brands too that have like, come out with the mocktails, which is really cool. Cause
Yeah.
I think even if you're not someone who has a problem with alcohol, that's not the only people that can just say, I don't like to drink.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
There's
no, for sure.
so many people that are just like, this isn't for me, but I still want to, like have like a fun experience whenever I go somewhere. So it is
Yeah.
cool that they're like, tailoring that for the people that that's just not, part of their journey.
Yeah. I know they've really um started I mean, the non-alcoholic business is kind of booming right there right now. They're really leaning into exactly what you just said. Like other generations are not drinking as much, and so they're
Yeah.
trying to get the same like quality of beverage. And so even over the past like 4 years, I've really noticed an improvement in them, like definitely way more. Like they're starting to like flood the aisles and stuff, but the quality of them is way better because I would always do like, sober October or,
Yeah.
dry January or whatever.
Yeah.
And so it would be like, but I want like a glass of wine because I like my wine. And so I would get, non-alcoholic wine or something. And it was horrible. Like, this is just disgusting. So why are you I'm not drinking this. This is gross. And I've tried so many different things, but I've seen over the years like an improvement in them to like the taste. They don't taste disgusting. So then it is like, sure, I want I want something that's similar, but not like I don't need to have all of this alcohol in my body. Like I keep getting older, which is crazy and so fucking disrespectful. But like I keep I keep getting older and my
Fuck
body
father
doesn't like,
time. Mm.
you know, and my body doesn't like alcohol. I mean, it never did, but like as you get older, your body has a way of being like, "Hey, I really don't like this."
Cut the shit. Mm.
Right, or even just, like, in my sleep patterns or whatever, like, I might not feel like crap, but, like, I can't sleep, and I want
Yeah.
to be able to sleep because, again, I'm old, and I want I want to feel okay the next day and things like that, and so, um, I know here lately in the past few months or so, like, anytime I go buy, like, a bottle of wine, I also buy a bottle of, like, non-alcoholic wine to just sort of, like, fill my wine rack with, and it just, to alternate them or to even have them, just in there if I'm like, "I want a glass of wine," but not really, you know?
Went to a restaurant, a little while back that had a mocktail menu and tried a peach Bellini,
Yeah.
and it was so good. It tasted exactly like champagne. I was even like I felt naughty a little bit because I was
Right?
like, "Oh,
Like, "Let me double
no."
check."
Yeah, like, I literally was like, because I have a breathalyzer in my car, I'm like, "Am I gonna be able to start my car after this?" Like, it tasted just like it. Because I'm like, "Oh, like, did they make a mistake? Like, did they really hear me when I said
Yeah,
that I wanted" but it was so good, like,
yeah,
I wanna go back just to try them all now because I can, like,
right.
still have that taste that I once loved, but not have all the freaking consequences from it. Mm.
Yeah, for sure. We went to there's, like, this tiki bar out here down on South Broadway. And we went there one night, for a coworker's birthday, and one of my girlfriends, she got one of their mocktails, and her mocktail was better than my drink. Like, I was so annoyed with the fact that, like, her drink was better than mine, and she's like, "No, it's delicious," and I was like, "Your drink is so much better than mine," and it was one of those, like, I think some people might think differently, but I'm not at that stage where I need a drink to taste like battery acid. Like, you don't need to have this loaded with so much alcohol that that's the only thing you could taste, right? And
Yeah,
so I think this place was and some people are like, "Oh, no, I wanna be able to taste that there's alcohol in this. I'm not wasting my money." And it's like, I think that's probably why I liked hers better because this drink was so strong that it wasn't enjoyable, and hers
yeah,
was just like this lovely, lovely little, like, tiki bar drink that was delicious. So I think they are putting a lot of thought and effort into it, and, it's cool to see that shift and have those options and things like that as well.
yeah, I love
So,
it. Mm.
Yeah. Um, any parting words that you wanna give to our friends going into the holidays?
I think that perception is what you make it. Just decide what you want this year to look like, and that'll come to fruition. If you go in telling yourself this is going to be horrible, then that will become the reality. If you change your perception that this is going to be wonderful, then that will become your reality. So you're the author of this story and just decide what you want it to look like.
Love that. Couldn't have said it better myself. All right. Let's tell our friends goodbye. Goodbye, friends.
Bye, friends.
Don't be afraid to be great. Toodles, poodles. Bye.